Detroit Lions. He's out there with. Oh, by the way, Lions. They got their. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. Like, bro, DC. Like,
DC.
He is. Like he is. I think I said this. He's like the exact opposite of Urban Meyer in almost every way, right? He's the polar opposite of Urban Meyer in almost every way, because Urban Meyer came in and like wanted to like change the culture of Jacksonville to this militaristic, I'm in charge college type of culture, right? Which works in college because the kids are scared of the control that they have over, or you have over them, right? But with the NFL, it's like, dog, these are pros. These are not. You're not a coach. You're not trying to coach these players necessarily as much as you're trying to game plan and strategize. These are your peers. It's like an office. They're a different department, same level as you, dog. And he didn't see that. DC sees that. And here's the thing. A coach like Dan Campbell, what makes him so effective is the fact that he understands the relationship you're supposed to have with your players and how you're supposed to treat them. And the team feeds off of it. And it's created a culture where they're willing to run through a brick wall if that's what it takes to win for that guy. Because week after week, he took all the blame. Week after week, he was in tears after the game. Literally, I mean, look, Justin Tucker hits a 66-yard field goal. It ties an NFL record indoors to win a game against you. I'd cry too if I was on the other end of that team. I mean, like, what more can you do? Like, they should have won that game, but we had Tucker. But you know, it's just such a dichotomy. It's such a difference. Like, everyone was like, "Oh, Urban Meyer's gonna work in the NFL," and like, even you and I think you and I were on there saying like, man, this could go one of two ways with Urban Meyer. And one of them is just he's one and done. He didn't even make it a year. He didn't even make it a year.
The other way it could have went, which is what a lot of people were expecting it was, team wasn't going to be that good, but they were going to be able to somewhat compete. And then after his first year there, okay, he coached a lot of studs in college. You know, he could potentially get one of those studs who he coached in college to come play for him, whether it be Zeke, Michael Thomas, one of those dudes, the Bosas. That's what people were expecting, that he could at least get one of those guys or a couple of those guys to come play for him. He didn't even get that far. And you can't, dude, you have certain coaches, like, you can, with that iron fist and everything like that, like, you know, Belichick is proven. Like, Belichick can kind of do that. Like, Urban Meyer thought he was going to come in. It's like, dude, like, you know, there were times where, I'm not kidding, I literally think, like, if he were to tell one of his players, like, there's like a pecking order when it comes to coaches. Like, a player has to get, a coach has to demand players respect. Like, it's not like it's the other way around, where, like, the coach has to respect you in college to, like, let you play, everything like that. It's the other way around. It's in the NFL, the players have to basically like, the coach has to be respected by the players and everything like that. And I would not be surprised if there were times where he's like, you know, he'd tell a guy like, no, you're not playing. And the dude's like, fuck you, I make more than you. And then the dude just checks himself in the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would not be surprised if that's what was going on down there.
He benched James Robinson, which is like the only good thing about that team was their running back, James Robinson. He's a gem for them too. Undrafted rookie free agent, had over 1,000 yards rushing and like 600 receiving. And you're going to bench that guy? Like, come on, dude. Urban Meyer failure. Here's the thing. I think also for Urban Meyer, he fundamentally misunderstood what it meant to coach in the NFL. Because in the NFL, you got to be a coach. In college, you can be a great recruiter and get away with being a great head coach in college. You know what I'm saying? And that's Urban Meyer. Great recruiter, right? I'm sure he can sweet talk you into like whatever, signing whatever, right? He is I'm sure he's a smooth talker. He's smooth talked his way into a job with the Jaguars, and still gonna find a way to get his money. But hey everyone, we hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Until next time, keep it real.